Hello everyone and welcome to Geeks for Geeks and welcome to a new video where we are going to see the problem that you're seeing right now on the screen. So before starting the problem, I'll explain you what's happening. Basically, I post a question daily on Discord and later on I also post the answer of that question, the solution of that question. Now, if you don't know about it, you can just join our Discord channel. The link will be in the description box. There you will find a question daily. You can try it, attempt it by yourself. If you are able to do it, well and good. If you're not able to do it, then in that case you can just watch the solution later on. So basically this is the question that I have already posted on Geeks for Geeks Discord channel, school Discord channel. So here we'll start with the solution. First I'm going to tell you the approach of solving this question, and later on I'll be writing the code of this problem in Java language. Okay, now here you can see we are given n integers. Okay, and we have to sort the array by doing the adjacent swaps. So how the are going to happen? They are going to happen adjacent, like the adjacent elements will get swapped. Now in sorting, so basically you can see from here we are trying to sort the array. So in sorting we have like the basic type of sorting that we have in our selection sort and bubble sort, right? So it is dependent on one of that technology, but one of that not technology, one of that algorithm or approach, okay, of elements. Now we can do adjacent swapping of elements any number of times. Okay, but what we have to do here is we have to find the minimum swaps needed. So we have to find out that how many swaps have been done, and we have to do it in such a way that we can only, like, we just want to know the minimum swaps that are required to sort that array. Okay, so here you can see in this example we have 1 3 2 5, right? Now we are going to swap the elements to make this in a ascending order, to make this in ascending order. So if I will swap 3 and 2, then my array will become something like this: 1 2 3 and 5, right? So my array will become something like this. So now this is a sorted array. So what we have to do is we have to just swap it once. Okay, the swapping will be done only once. So that's why we have one in the output. Explanation, let's see the explanation. We need to swap the first index and the second index element only to sort the array. Okay, now in this you can see we are going to do multiple swapping. How multiple swapping? Basically, first we are going to swap 4 and 3. So when I'm going to swap 4 and 3, I'll get something like this: 3 4 2 1. Then after this I'm going to swap 2 and 4. So it will be 3 2 4 1. Then after this I'll be swapping 1 and 4, right? So 3 2 1 4. Now after this what I'm going to do is, I'm just writing it down, I'm going to again start from here. Okay, I start from the starting index. Again I'm going to swap 3 and 2, so it will become 2 3 1 and 4. Okay, again they will be swapping 1 and 3, so it will become 2 1 3 4. Now after this I'm again going to start from the first index, and again I'll do swapping, so it will become 1 2 3 4. So from here to here, this is the first swap, this is the second swap, this is the third swap, this is the fourth swap, this is the fifth swap, and this is the sixth swap, right? So after swapping it 6 times, after doing swapping 6 times, we have sorted this array. So we have to count the number of swapping, number of times we have swap the two elements. Now as I already told you how we are going to traverse this, we know that we are going to apply the bubble sort technique. Now I'm not going to tell you what bubble sort is in detail. So what you can do is, if you don't know about what bubble sort is, you can just go on YouTube, and here on the Geeks to Geeks school channel, you can go on Geeks for Geeks school channel, and here in playlist section you can go and find this playlist, first step to DSA playlist. Just click on the view full playlist, and you can find this sorting videos. So here we have sorting algorithm, selection sort and bubble sort. So both the sorting algorithms are here. You can just go and watch these two videos to understand, to deeply understand how swapping works. This time I'm just going to now write the code for this. Okay, so I hope that this thing is clear. Now let's just move towards writing the code for this. So I'll be writing the code in Java language. You can choose whichever language that you want. Okay, so what we are going to do over here is we are going to okay, let's just create another function for this. Okay, so public static void. When okay, we are going to return the integer, so let's make it int and let's make it bubble sort. Okay, because we know that we are going to do bubble sort, you can give any name to the function. Here we are going to have an array int. Okay, okay, let's just keep it like this only, and now let's start working. Now first of all, I'm going to have int count, that will basically store the number of swaps. Okay, another thing that we are going to have is int temp for swapping. Okay, now let's start writing the loops for bubble sort. So for int I equals 0, I is less than n. Okay, let me also find the length of this array in a variable. So I'll put it in a variable n. In n is equals to arr dot length. Okay, and I is less than n. Then after this I plus plus. Okay, now inside this we are again going to have another loop, that will be a loop for j. Int j equal to 0, j is less than n, and j plus plus. Cool. Now here we are going to check the two elements. Okay, okay, it will not be like this, it will be j is less than n minus I. I'll tell you why. This is something that I'm doing because I want to optimize the number of iterations. See, the time complexity, the worst case time complexity will not be get affected by this, but the number of iterations will definitely get less. So I'm working in such a way that my number of iterations will be less. Okay, so what I'm going to do is arr of j. I'm going to check, I'm going to have a if condition. If arr of j is greater than arr of j plus 1. Okay, so if the second element, if the first element is greater than the second element, then we need to do swapping. For swapping, I'll just write the code for swapping. Temp equal to arr of j. Okay, arr of j is equals to arr of j plus 1. Okay, and arr of j plus 1 equal to, why I'm doing swapping, basically I could easily just keep the count, but when I'll go in the next iteration, then at that time I need a different array. I need a array that has been swapped a little bit, right? Otherwise it will again and again keep counting the same swapping. Okay, so I'm just going to write arr of j plus 1 equal to temp, and now after this I'll just do count plus plus because we have done swapping once. Okay, so now once this is done, we are going to just get out of this for these for loops, and we are going to just, okay, just give me a second. Okay, we're just going to return the count. Okay, return count. Here I'm just going to create an array. Let me just create an array int square bracket arr equal to, let me just initialize it over here only. So what we are going to do is 1 comma 3 comma 2 comma 4. Okay, let's just take the first example, which is a very simple one, and here I will just call this function bubble sort and will pass this array. Okay, cool. Now I will just run this and let's see if this is working, and if we will have any kind of error, we will get the error right here only. Okay, there is a error. Let's see what is the error that we are facing. We are facing error in main. Okay, function, and then okay, in bubble sort we are basically having error at line 16, So if ARR of J is equals is okay, so basically here we are also going to do this n minus I minus 1, so that we will not iterate till the last element because there is no element after that. Okay, now let's just run this and this time it will work fine. Okay, as you can see the output is 1. Okay, so this is, I hope that this is very simple and you have understood it very nicely. If you don't have a good understanding of what bubble sort is and how it does work, so I would request you to please check out this the link of this playlist will also will I will give that in the description box also, so you can just go there from that description box link. Okay, so that's all from today for today's video, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye everyone.